Alright, so today we will be discussing the LeetCode problem, missing numbers. It's a sorting problem, and so firstly let's understand what we have been given and what we have to do. We are provided with an array nums with n elements, and we need to return the number that's missing from the length. We are given nums of length 3. We have 0, 1, but 2 is missing, so we need to return 2. Here in the second example, the length of the array is 2. We are given as 0 and 1, but we need to return 2. And similar in this case, we have the array of length from 0 to 9, that is 8 elements, and 8 is missing, so we need to output 8. So there's a catch. It looks very simple. Even I got stuck. I'll tell you how. Firstly, I'll tell you the base approach or the not optimized approach. Then I'll show you the optimized approach. So let's see. So for this, what I did at first was sort the array by using the function arrays dot sort nums. This will sort our array. We don't have to do much. Now all that's left is we can compare our array with ith element in the for loop. For int I is equal to 0, I less than nums dot length I plus plus. So we can compare the element at ith index in the nums array with the I value, because it's a sorted array. There are no distinct elements. If nums at index I is not equal to I, then we will be doing is we need to return that element. We need to return I, right? That's the elements that missing. For example, if we have 301, in our array, after sorting we will be having is 0, then 1, and then 3. Now our for loop is started with I value as 0. We'll look up in the array, we have 0, we'll increment the I value 1. We have 1 value in our array, we'll increment our I value to 2, but we are missing 2, so we need to return 2, right? So we will be returning I, and yeah, that's all. Here we can't return, we can store it inside another variable. Let's call it output is equal to 0. Let's call output here. Output is equal to 0, and then we need to return here output. As the return value here is integer, so we need to return an integer element. That's why I am writing it outside the loop by using external variable. So now let's see how it works. I need to comment it out. Okay. There's a missing bracket. Oh no. The bracket must be here. The return after before the return statement. That's for the for loop. Okay, so this is accepted for this particular example. But if I submit, you can see it's showing wrong answer. We are outputting 0, but the expected output is 2. Why so? Why not 2? Because we are not comparing for 2. Like we are comparing I value starting from 0. it will go till the length of the array, that's 2. And it will the loop will move till 1, but we are not comparing for 2, but we need to output 2. Then what I did was I just thought that I can start I from 1 and then I can loop till nums.length, and we can do that and this, but that will not work. So let me show you the working version. So what we need to do is, okay, so we are returning output here. We will not be returning the output variable. If the output, if nums is missing, the I value is missing, we will return it from here. Else we will return the nums.length. This is the corner case for that particular example, nums.length. Now this will work. Let's submit and see. Yeah, it's working. But as you can see, it's not very efficient. It's taking too much time and it's faster only than 15%. So let's see now the optimized version of this problem. Let me delete it. So this formula in maths, we will be using maths over here a little bit. Let me just tell you the formula that to calculate the sum, we have formula known as n into n plus 1 divided by 2. Since this will give us the sum of the from the length of the array. For example, we have the length of the array as 3. So 3 multi into 3 plus 1 divided by 2. What will this give? 4 multiplied by 3, that's 12. 12 divided by 2 is equal to 6. It will give us a sum of the array of length 3 is 6. That's true. And as we can see here, the sum would be 1 plus 2, that is 3. 3 plus 3 is 6. It would be 6. We can find from this formula. And to find the elements that's missing, if we just calculate the sum of the array that's given to us, the sum of this array would be 3 plus 1, that is 4. And we just minus that from this calculated value, we'll get a missing element. So this is what we are going to implement. So let's see the implementation. Let me take some variables and current sum, that would be equal to 0, and sum is equal to, let's use the variable e, which is equal to int, or you can call it anything you want. I'll be calling num e, that holds the length of the nums array. And yeah, now we'll be just implementing this formula, e multiplied by e plus 1. We can do this we can implement this whole formula in single line, but for better visuals I'll be doing it in another line. In let's call it total sum is equal to sum divided by 2. This variable will be having the value 6 stored. Now the next part, where we will be calculating the sum of the array that's given to us. For that we will be using the for loop for int I is equal to 0, I less than nums dot length. plus plus. Now we'll be using the current sum variable here, current underscore sum plus equal to whatever the nums is present at index I. Yeah, that's all. Now the return statement is remaining. We need to return the minus thing is left only, so we'll be returning total sum minus current sum, and we'll be returning this. So let's see if it works. Yeah, it's accepted over here. Let's submit and see. Okay, so the time complexity or the runtime is 0 millisecond and it's faster than 100% of the submissions. So this is the optimized version. First you should try and go with the non-optimized version, and then you should try and go to the optimized version. Even I was not able to crack the optimized version. I just looked up at the discussions and I saw those submissions, and I was able to optimize it. But the unoptimized version I tried myself and I did it by myself. So that's it.